Woo, beautiful people. What's good? What's poppin'? I hope you're having a great day so far. If not, that's okay. That's all right. Come on. Sit down with me. We're going to flip that front upside down, get into another reaction for you. Okay, so I did want to get back into some pop culture, especially since I have not done, I feel like, pop culture in a while on this channel. And I also did want to continue, to also create content that I also love to create. So I'm going to try my hand in some pop culture, possibly just here and there throughout the next few weeks or so. So we're getting into the whole B. Simone situation that I heard is going on at the moment. Apparently feeling a little entitled and not humble because she now has an income change and she has to shop at H&M. I really don't know what's going on, so we're going to find this out. So we're checking out Omizi's video today. It's titled Rich Celeb Cries About Having to Shop at H&M. Let's not waste no more time. Let's dive on in.
Now, I was going to let her slide. I promise you I was going to let her slide, but this is too crazy.
Just my finances. The budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it to spend. The liquid.
B. Simone, be for real.
I was about to say the same thing because before a lot of influencers become influencers, they start off just like me and you. A regular, average, everyday human being working a 9 to 5 or going to school, doing whatever you need to do before you get a platform. So if you're not humble enough throughout that whole process of you being this big name and having this platform, yes, life will humble you. And as easy as it gave it to you, it can easily take it away. And H&M is not that bad. I mean, I don't shop at H&M, but H&M is not that bad. But that's just me.
B. Simone is having probably the toughest time on the internet this week, and it's literally only Tuesday. Not only in our last video did we expose her for being one of the worst friends in mankind, but now we are
Should I have checked out that segment?
Exposing her for being completely and utterly tone deaf to any and everybody's financial situation. Now, don't get me wrong. These times are very much tough, financially speaking, for everyone. Everybody's feeling it. Even the richest of the rich, the millionaires like B. Simone. But with that being said, nobody wants to hear about you being forced to go to H&M instead of Bloomingdale's. It just comes off tone deaf as
just my finances. The budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M. I notice it in me now.
His reaction is crazy.
Just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it to spend. The liquid.
Some people don't even have H&M money. Does she not realize that? Some people still out here shopping at City Trends, Rainbow, Ross. I even shop at these stores. I don't care. And even if I was to have as much money as she was, I'm still going to shop at them stores.
Right.
That's the problem. I feel like some people just forget to stay humble.
I'm used to having liquid, and because I've invested in this app and this platform, I don't have the liquid. I got the money.
Not yet.
But not yet. It's coming. I have it in assets. I have it in jewelry. I have it in, but it's the liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account.
My God, you can't go to Bloomingdale's. Now, mind you, she's still shitting on people in the same regards. There's a lack of humility in all of this. Now, I still got the jewelry, and I still got the clothes, and I still got the house, and I still got all these things that, you normal brokies who will be consuming my apps or reading my books or whatever don't have. But I just don't have the liquid, so much so that I have to go to, one of these lesser-known department stores. So if you don't have the liquid, it sounds like you don't have the money. And B. Simone is what I would consider one of these modern-day creators, influencers, who falls for the same tropes. I think she is from Atlanta. She fits the Atlanta mentality pretty well. Faking it till you make it, having this aesthetic, putting on this aura of luxury or whatever the case may be, even though you don't have it. And then ultimately, when putting a mic in front of you, you decide to spill the beans on yourself. Now, I want it to be known, B. Simone's money issues hurt her so bad that it caused her to even expose her good friend nature, this persona that she has put on. The fake one that we exposed in the last video. Even when her friend was faced with a new opportunity, she couldn't help but be jealous about the situation.
I have this opportunity and I called you and I told you about it. And you were just Like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you call me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was
And
so
you were
convicted.
like-
I was so convicted.
You were like, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that. And I was like, what do you mean? You were like, I don't know what it is. I'm talking this out in real time. But whatever it is, I don't like what I felt. And I said, did you feel jealous? And you were like, I don't think I feel jealous.
Because we went through all the emotions. Like, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm just... I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like, we're not working together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that. Y'all, let me tell you something. Anybody that's in my circle, I want to work with you. I want to put you on. I'm putting you in position. I like doing it together.
You do.
How can we do this together? How can we make money together? How can we build together?
You're a man.
As individuals, you're gonna have your own, like, business ventures and stuff as an individual. So why are you even feeling some type of way that you couldn't take credit for your friend's opportunity? What was for her is for her. That's her blessing. That's not your blessing. I'm just let it play.
Not because your friend got an opportunity, but you were mad because you couldn't take credit for it because she wasn't working with you. Guys, this is a grade A narcissist. Like, there's no other way to put it. She's mad because she can't take credit for her friend's success.
As a genuine friend, you should be happy for your friend. You're supposed to want them to win just as much as they want you to win. That's what makes friends friends.
Success, especially because she did nothing in her powers to help her friend while her friend was downtrodden and needed money. This is some of the worst PR I've ever seen. So let me get this straight. You're spitting in the face of Bloomingdale shoppers. You're spitting in the face of your best friend who needed help in some sort of regards. We've seen you spit in the face of the average everyday man 9-to-5 worker.
Everything I have, my dream career, I manifested it. I'm trying to manifest a husband. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga with a 9-to-5. I get it. They work hard. I used to have a 9-to-5. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. You work hard. You have money. I get it. I need an entrepreneur. I need somebody that understands my mindset. Somebody that has the same lifestyle. It has nothing to do with money. Everything to do with lifestyle. Okay? When I'm in the bed at 3 a.m. checking emails, what you doing, babe? Working. What you doing? Working. Okay, love you. You want to hop on a flight tomorrow? I have a meeting in out of town. You want to go? You got okay? Let's go.
And now you want us to be sympathetic of your situation where you can't live that same lifestyle that you once pursued or wanted to live in. And look, not that I don't think B. Simone doesn't still have money. I do believe she does have money still. But to sit here and publicly shit on those that, still fund your lifestyle because you are an influencer is probably the biggest mistake. And
I was just going to say that. I'm like, if anything, that's going to make you lose even more support and even more money because you're basically telling us, the people who follow you, your fans, the ones who support you, who got you to where you are now. That's basically telling us, F y'all, basically.
this happened over the past couple of years. That is like career at a 101 is shitting on the people that consume your content. Especially, and I mean especially in this economic climate. The reason why B. Simone even has this mentality is because social media has her reality totally warped about how she should be looking to obtain money or seeking a partner when it comes to them obtaining their money.
And this time when you set out to do the app, you said that you wanted to do something that was legacy.
That's going to have longevity. Not quick.
Yes, you don't.
I don't want it. I don't want it quick, and I'm not complaining.
Yeah,
I know that. I believe in what we're building.
Yeah,
but I think that that's what I'm fighting.
Use the microwave, and this app is a crock pot.
Wow,
this app is a slow cooker.
Wow,
and you're gonna reap the benefits of it later. But right now, you're sowing seeds into that, and so it just takes time. But you'll have that liquor cash.
I believe that.
You'll have all
I
that.
believe
you know
that.
it,
and that's all fine and dandy. Normally, people who do long-term investments, understand that this isn't going to manifest itself for years and years to come. I won't see a return today, definitely not tomorrow, but eventually I will see a return. That does not then mean that you get on a mic and tell people I had to step foot in a Walmart and I was clutching my pearls. Nobody wants to hear that.
Like, oh my God, this is where y'all shop? Like you weren't there just probably some years ago. in the same sad stores.
Things are way too high. Gas is insanely high. People can't afford their own day-to-day lifestyles. Then they want to go to the internet and unplug from their jobs that are just so harmful to their brains and stuff like that, their mental health. And they hear B. Simone bitching about how she can't go to Bloomingdale's anymore, so she's forced to go to H&M. B. Simone, people are forced to stand in unemployment lines, food stamp lines, live with their parents. Damn, your friend. People are forced to be in situations like your friend. And it's also crazy that you're saying this across from your friend who is just begging for your help. You have no inkling of a break.
So you didn't help me when I was down. You didn't want to help me when I was down. That's fine. Okay, cool. But when it was finally time for me to be on my feet again, now you're going through something jealousy-wise? No. Y'all are focused on the wrong part of the interview. This right here, she made her friend a therapist and a dumpster of sorts. She should have called her therapist. She should not have called her friend back. I wish she would have called her therapist to work through what she needed to work through and then called her friend back cousins. This needs to be the focus of the conversation. Because how you disrupted by me finally winning.
B. Simone crying about her friend.
That's why I was like, you're supposed to be so super supportive. That's how me and my friend group are. When one of us start winning, we clapping for them. And when the other one start winning, we clapping for them. We're not going to say stuff like this out of jealousy and to be malicious. That's why I'm like, it's just not, it don't make sense.
Frances is seriously sending me. She was like, we were in Bloomingdale's. And I said, we have to go to H&M. Like, Kim, seriously? People are dying. And H&M is not really that cheap,
Come on now.
Like, people are shopping at City Trends, Rainbow, Goodwill.
Didn't I just say this? That's why I'm like, it could be worse, ma'am. Like, what do you mean? It could be way worse. Some people barely can even afford clothes. The complaining is crazy.
And she up there crying about having to shop at H&M.
Yes.
I really need to know, did she say that after her friend came out and told her how broke she was and she had to be on food stamps? I really feel like that came afterwards. It's like she keep trying to one-up this girl for some reason. Like, I really feel like she's jealous of this girl.
B. Simone, the type of bitch that'll let you just walk around the club, period blood, licking through your shit, and won't tell you shit until the end of the night. Not even the end of the night. Until you notice that shit. Shit sound dumb as fuck, don't it? The same analogy, y'all.
And there are friends, people who claim to be your friend and stuff. There are individuals out here like that.
Should have for as the reason why you sitting up here watching your best friend struggle. And then you rich as fuck at that. Like, see, I could understand if it was just the outside friend, somebody that you just kick it with here and there. But no, this was somebody you really titled as your best friend. And then the best friend trying to forgive it and look past it by saying, well, she didn't have to do nothing for me. We grown. Woo, woo. If a motherfucker is not beneficial to you, I don't give no fuck what nobody said. They need to move the fuck around.
We've all had friends in our lives like a B. Simone. And I think that that's why this resonates with myself and a lot of the other consumers of this content. Now, there were two people in the comment section of my last video, and I kind of want to highlight the difference. The ones that have identified that friend like B. Simone, and the ones who are still actively friends with the B. Simone. See, the ones who have identified that friend like B. Simone have moved on. They can understand that, like the gentleman said, everybody in your life that you label as a friend is not beneficial for you. And if they aren't doing for you, then push them to the side. No, that does not mean that your friend has to give you anything and everything with their life and that they have to be totally consumed around you. But damn, if you have a whole sandwich and your friend is starving, people would expect you to give your friend half a sandwich. I think that just makes a lot of sense. People like us who have identified the B. Simones in our lives have realized, not only do you not do anything positive for my life, but in fact, you do things that would be labeled as sabotage in any other situation. You know, you dirty Mac, you don't give me information that I might need, you're not there for anything positive. Really, the only reason why I exist in your life is to boost your ego, right? Because I'm being a good friend, I'm pouring into you, I am giving you words of affirmation, I'm doing whatever, stretching out my neck for you. But on the other side of that, I'm also used as a vent dumpster. You know, somebody who you can just straight up vent to all the time, bash so-and-so all the time.
I was just about to say, basically just an emotional punching bag.
and really just not take accountability and listen to my words. Now, the other person on the flip side of that is the people in the comment section who were defending B. Simone, who I would call people who actively have a B. Simone friend in their life and don't realize it yet. Those are the people that are still making the excuses, still saying...
Well, when it comes to any kind of controversy, you know, people normally gonna pick sides. You're gonna have the ones who are normally level-headed, possibly like us, and then you're possibly gonna have the ones who are in support of said person who is causing the controversy. Even though that's just how it goes. It's always you gotta pick a side.
Saying that, you know, Jesus or some other divine intervention is going to come up in their life and make them come up out of that situation. Like the friend sitting...
But again, I don't pick sides. I'm just giving my opinion based on the information I'm given.
Across from B. Simone consuming all this content. Girl, you were broke, you were downtrodden, you were poor, you were all these things wrapped into one. And when you call B. Simone about a job opportunity, she immediately hopped into her jealousy bag. And then let you figure out why she was jealous.
Yeah,
that's next level narcissism. B. Simone is definitely...
That's manipulation at its finest.
Going wrong here, because this is somebody who wants us to believe that we should consume not only her content, but buy her products. Yes. She's doing this interview and other interviews in an attempt to sell an app. And honestly, it's not landing because she doesn't seem like somebody who we should be, I don't know, throwing our dollar.
Genuine. That's why I say if you are not giving your authentic, genuine self, and eventually if you may put on a mask to be starting off, over time, that's gonna fade. And the real you will always show.
There's her time or attention to.
Is it your foot? I love you.
I love you too.
Welcome back to another episode of Let's Try This. You don't need an introduction.
Let's go.
When's the last time you've been in love?
When I met you, I'm like, I don't know how to take this girl.
You thought I was playing.
You were.
Do you think I am too alpha, too boss to have the alpha man? Like, could a guy like you really, really date a woman like me? Sean, I've never heard you say that.
You ain't never had?
I have. I'm so scared of marriage.
No, I'm not. You is.
No, I'm not. Why do you think that?
I mean...
Last question, and then we got on. This is just fun, and you don't want a relationship, and I don't want that either. We're on the same page with that, so don't, like, you know, get weird. But,
Wow, that conversation was so riveting. It was so breathtaking. It makes me want to purchase her app. That episode was so innovative and breathtaking, and it almost reminded me of her other business ventures. Her 90% plagiarized book. You know, the one where it gets bad.
B. Simone book is so plagiarized. Her Turnitin similarity percentage will be... Wow. So it's not even original.
Scores on Turnitin and half of the pages are blank pages for you to fill out. Listen, I'm done with creators like B. Simone, and I think everybody is. In 2025...
This, as people have been saying, there has been a shift. There's I feel like going to be an influx of new creators, as well as some creators that have already been around but are still authentic and genuine and, you know, original. But there's going to be, I feel like, an influx of more originality, and I'm here for it because it's time just out with the old, in with the new. And I feel like maybe the rest of 2025, I'm hoping it gives that.
We're looking for creators that give real, give authentic, and give something that we want to come back to. You know, somebody who's personable, somebody who shows a...
Hello, I try to be. I hope y'all enjoy my content. I try to be.
Genuine personality.
Oh,
but everything that we've seen over the past couple of days has screamed a fake narcissist who is clinging on to some old school social media fame from her skits with Desi Banks. Her, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm throwing her the bus too, Jess Hilarious, we don't need you anymore. I'm not gonna lie.
Ouch.
We can just go ahead and be done with you because you are insufferable people. And we're not spinning with the next grift. We're just not.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and he gave his. So, I mean, hey, those were his thoughts on it. But, yeah, to cry over being humble because now you got to shop at H&M. Oh, wow. And, again, to crap on your friend... Because she, I think he said she was homeless, going through it, and not trying to offer help. Again, even if you didn't want to give help, advised. It's so many things you could have done, but instead you chose to kick her while she was down. I mean, as he said, how can you have sympathy at this point? But let me know what you guys think about this controversy in the comments. But yeah, y'all, that was Omizi. Rich celeb cries about having to shop at H&M. Let me know what you thought about this video down below in the comments. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. Leave feedback or suggestions for the next future watch. Other than that, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys in the next video.